You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
Like it's crazy. So I went to the doctor yesterday. I've been collecting doctors here. It happens, all right? You start collecting them. So I went to the doctor because I've been having a couple of little issues that I have earned in my lifetime of jumping out of airplanes and doing martial arts and doing CrossFit and water ski competition. When I was a kid, I was a roller skater on a national level. Yeah, it was true. I wore the tights too. It has come back. The chickens have come home to roost. I'll talk about that in a sec, okay? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Today, a little bit of a business trip, but you can apply what I'm going to do business-wise today. You can apply it to your personal life as well, and we'll make it that way. So hang on for the ride, because I have a fundamental belief that almost every business in the world that I know of is run by humans, people. Therefore, it doesn't matter what tactic we're using. It goes both ways. So hang on for the ride. We'll talk about that today. How are you? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Good to have you here today. Yeah, I was at the doctor yesterday, and I went in there. I've been having some trouble with my hip, my right hip, and I found I just had to go in. And I'm thinking I'm level 1 or 2. I figure I've done a lot in my life, and I've messed with my hip. I've just done everything I could to break it, and I never was able to break it. But so I'm sitting in there, and I'm thinking, okay, he's going to come back level 1, level 2. Here's the plan. No, he walks in the door. He says, you have severe, I don't want to say the A word. I'm not going to say it. I'm not. If you know the A word, I'm not going to say the A word. I have severe A of the hip. One choice, hip replacement. I'm like, whoa. It's weird. So the reason I tell you this story is, isn't it nice when you figure out something, you know what you have to do. It just happens. And you've got good insurance. Isn't it nice when that happens? Okay. But here's the thing that happened. I came out of there, come real close. I want to share some motivational stuff with you today. This is not the topic of the podcast, but hang on. I'm going to give you a way of thinking here, and a way I think all the time. So when I want to get motivated to do something, I've learned forever, and I just really so intrigued by where motivation comes from. when I want to get motivated, I'm looking for that little thing that just fires me up. And it's really weird. It's very fleeting. It's out there. It's something happens and you just start thinking differently. I'm always looking for that. I'm not looking for some mantra or some personal affirmation. That stuff doesn't work. Well, it does work, but you know what I mean. Have you ever done something and you just found yourself excited to go do it? Like you can't lose weight, you can't lose weight, you can't lose weight. And one day you're like, fire it up, you're going to the gym, you're losing weight. How'd that happen? What the hell got between your ears? That's been my intrigue forever. So yesterday, I'm at the doctor's office, and he's telling me all this stuff. I got surgery scheduled, the whole thing. Oh, cool. I get excited. I go to my trainer in the afternoon. I say, guess what? I want to be in the best possible shape. I want to be the silver fox I plan on being. I want to walk in that surgery center, and they go, what the heck is he doing here? He looks great. It's weird. And yet I want you to capture that stuff. I look for that. When I'm working on coaching calls and I'm listening between the lines, I'm listening for you to come up with stuff like that. That's what I get paid for. I find that for you. I'm not looking for the obvious. So as you're going through your day today, figuring out your day today, doing all the stuff you need to do, and you want to get motivated, really tap in and pay attention to this little thing. It's a little fleeting. It's like listening to God talking to you. It's like, okay, what was that? What? Didn't hear it, didn't see it, didn't know what to do with it, but it made sense to you, got you fired up. We'll talk more about that. It's part of the Face Your Passion program too. Like I said, make sure you got a little time the week of March 4th because I got a little stuff I want to teach you that week. And we'll talk more about that. You'll get an email or something. It's coming. So let's go back in time a little bit. This is a business lesson, if you will, but this could be a lesson from a personal person like you are. I'm assuming you're a personal person. 98.7% of the people that listen to this podcast are actual humans. I think the rest are AI, and that's life these days. And there's probably a few extraterrestrials out there listening as well. Welcome. We're friendly. Come on in. When you start a business, it can be difficult. And if you've never started a business, you've never gone down that path, you're not going to know how to do it. You have grandiose ambitions. You're going to believe you can do it. You may have set up all the proper stuff in place to get it done. But the truth is, if you haven't done it, it's going to be a challenge. Same thing with going to school. Same thing with a new hobby. Heck, if you want to play pickleball. Wait a second. If I get my hip replaced, does that mean I never have to play pickleball? That's my goal now. You know, my first big goal in life is never to run a marathon in my life. 26 miles running by feet, that's just silly. There's no reason to do that. And I'm well over halfway to my goal of never running a marathon. Awesome. But now I've set the goal of never playing pickleball. Why? Until I get old enough to play, because the rule of pickleball, as they always say, is the old guy always wins. It doesn't matter who you are, the old guy always wins. So right now, there's a lot of people way older than I am playing pickleball. I'm not going to play it. And if I ever do, I'm going to wait till I'm really old. So by default, the rules say I get to win the game. I'm just saying. Anyway, as we're hang over the ride. This ain't your normal motivation podcast. Thank God. Yawn. So I was talking to that wasn't nice. But you know, if we were sitting at a chicken wing place having chicken wings and beer, wouldn't we say that to each other? We would. So I was talking to a client. He was a friend. Had a martial arts business. I used to be in the martial arts business. I used to be trained. I was a black belt and taught some kids and did a bunch of television shows, did a couple small movies about martial arts, and did a bunch of fight scenes. I actually choreographed and shot fight scenes for a bunch of folks. But I was helping this guy just build a school, craft a master plan for him, or at least look at the one he had. I had 4 questions for him when I started this process with him. The first question was this: how long do you think it will take to learn what it takes to succeed? See, it doesn't matter what you want to do. Once you spring into action, it's like everything resets. You thought you knew how it was going to go, but now you got to do it. And there's going to be time it takes to learn how it works. That could be understanding your customers, understanding how your cash register works, or your computer system, all that stuff. How long will it take for you to figure out what it takes to succeed, to get that rhythm that gets the business to work? And a business is nothing more than a system, just like your life. How long it will take for you to figure out what it takes to succeed? Maybe you got married. Maybe you can't figure out this married thing. How long will it take for you to figure out the rules of this married thing? That's step 1. The next question I had was, how long are you willing to work to reach your goal? Now, if you talk to anybody who's just starting out with a marriage or business, if you talk to them, well, I'll work forever. I'm going to reach my goal. You will, but another famous saying that's been said by this guy around here is, you will change when you wear yourself out. So, if you're going after a goal and you can't learn fast enough and you're not getting getting the success you want, eventually it starts to wear at you. Eventually you wear yourself out and eventually you give up on that goal. You don't have to. You can commit to go beyond that. I, for one, will tell you that once you've made the decision and you've committed and you know exactly why you're going to do something, why it means something to you, you'll stick with it until you get there. It may be different when you get there. It may look different than you initially had imagined, but you will not give up on that goal. You'll keep going until it happens. People say, what are you doing? What are you doing that for? It's taking too long. Why? You need to do something else. You're like, no, if you're committed, you'll make it happen. And then what happens about 10 years later is they go, man, how'd you make that happen? So how long will it take to learn what you will need to learn to succeed in anything you're doing? And secondly, how long are you willing to work to reach your goal? Third question is probably the most important thing, and it works for business and it works for personal people too. How long will your money that you have in your pocket right now last? So the churn rate, they call it, the burn rate. How long will it last? How long can you stick with it? Watch the show on Paramount sometimes, that Bar Rescue. Do you like that show? It's kind of a crazy show. It's kind of like Hell's Kitchen in a bar. But typically when they start that show and they come in to save the bar, to rescue the bar, they will say, if they don't get it fixed today, they're 30 days away from going out of business. How long will your money last? A lot of people go into a passionate way of doing life. You know, we talk about face your passion all the time. And one thing I always tell people is, listen, you can face your passion, but we also have to fund your passion. So once you know what you want to do, unless you're independently wealthy, unless you've saved your entire life and you know that you can just do whatever you want for as long as you want to, and then money's not going to be the issue, then money is going to be the issue. So whether you're a personal person or you're a business person, whatever you're doing, how long will your money last as you go after learning what it takes to succeed and you'll go after working on your goal? A lot of people don't do that. I will literally tell people when they come in, Scott, I want your help with this. I said, well, how much money you got and how long you want to work? I don't want their money. Well, okay, take that back. I really do want their money. I'm just saying. But it's not about that. It's just understanding. I don't even want to work with anybody unless I know they can succeed. And it's not up to me because I'm the lowest cost of the whole thing. How much money's in your pocket? If you don't have enough to sustain yourself while you go after your dreams, save more money. Find another method. You got to fund your passion or you can't do it. Number 4. When will you begin earning money doing whatever you're going to do? And how much? Cannot tell you how many people I work with in the past that will go to school. They decide to do a job. And I ask them, I said, well, how much are you going to earn? Well, I don't really know. I haven't really thought about that. My stepdaughter, my daughter, Elena, she's a psychiatrist now, and she's in residency. It was not until she went to residency that she even thought about how much money she might be making. Now, in her case, it's a lot, or will be eventually. But she never even thought about it. Take on hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt with no idea what you're going to be earning. That's silly. It is. But Scott, you said do your passion. Yeah, I also said that sometimes you're not going to make what you think you're going to make, but at least think about it. So it's 4 simple questions that you can use in your personal life. If you've got a blended family, you've got some kids you're dealing with, if you just got married, maybe you did start a business. Do you hear that? Do you hear that noise? Can you hear that? That's the, man, I'm in the studio here with the noise canceling stuff on. And right above me, if you heard any of those sounds, that was the Air Force Thunderbirds flying over my house. We're 5 miles south of Daytona International Speedway. The Daytona 500 is getting ready to run this week. And they were practicing. That's crazy stuff. Okay, where was I? Let's get back to those 4 things. And sorry for the diversion here, but you know what? We don't go backwards. We go forward because that's life, man. Sometimes airplanes fly over and mess with you. How long do you think it will take for you to learn what you need to learn to succeed? How long are you willing to work toward your goal? How long will your money last? And when you do begin earning, how much will it be? Be prepared before you begin and consider those questions before you set off on your journey. By the way, if money's not the issue, then it's not about when you begin earning. It's when you begin getting the things you want from your goal, the lifestyle you want. Maybe that's the case. So it's depending on how you think about it, okay? All right, I'm out of here. Come see me on Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook private group. Answer my super secret questions and I'll let you in the door.
Keep moving, gotta get back up, what?